Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Flicks on Connie X. Today we're checking out his top 10 of the worst Digimon mode changes because...
So at the start of this month, I made a video going over my top 10 mode changes in Digimon. Video went
So now it's time to see the opposite of that list. Let's go.
Really well, a lot of really positive feedback, and I kind of threw out the idea that maybe I could do a top 10 worst or a bottom 10 mode changes.
Bottom 10,
I was happy to just throw that into the ether and ignore it, but no, many of you were like, yes, Khan, it's time to be toxic. Because
yes!
you're just naughty like that, and I don't like that. So yeah.
Oh god, I peaked my volume. I'm sorry if I just blew out anyone's ears. Forgive me.
Yes, on today's video, I'm going to be listing my top 10 worst Digimon mode changes.
Now, you gotta remember, this is an all opinion-based. None of it is concrete.
Hey, very quickly before we get started, have you thought about mode changing your entire lifestyle? Starting right with the way you eat? Because I know I have. Trying to eat better and more efficiently, which is why I'm really happy that today's sponsor reached out.
We're gonna cut. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's go.
Get to it. Now listen, kids. My number 10 is Wagururumon Sagittarius mode. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me put it this way. If all mode changes are pretty great, then a top 10 worst list is like a list of the top 10 worst times I've been to Disneyland. I still went to Disneyland, you know. I've never been to Disneyland. My point is Wagururumon...
I've never been to Disneyland either, man. Don't worry about it.
Sagittarius mode...
you know what, folks? I'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks.
Is the very top of the worst list of really cool Digimon. So don't stress this too much, just my personal opinion. I really like Metal Greymon Alterous mode for the reasons I talked about in my last video, but Wagururumon Sagittarius mode, while it has some cool episodes and battles, just to me, and I swear I'm not a Wagururumon hater, I do like the guy. I feel like I'm putting him down a lot recently. Just feels like a tonal mismatch. Wagururumon himself is this very like punk bikery feel going on, a street brawler, and then to give him these big sci-fi wings inspired by the X antibodies, I guess. It just doesn't work.
To be honest, what they could have done is given him like some kind of like neon mohawk and then maybe like some kind of metal and light based guitar that was also like an axe or something. And, you know, play into the punk aspect. Like make him like a neo punk. You know, something like that.
The reason Metal Garurumon works is because it fully encases the body in metal and cybernetics. Wagururumon Sagittarius mode looks like one of those goofier card slashes from Tamers. Like, yeah, it was fun that Guilmon got wings, but it wasn't a good looking form, you know? Again, number 10 of the worst list of Digimon that are all great anyway, so don't stress it too much. Number 9, Lucemon Satan mode. Now, I said hear me out. So one of my comments the other day made a good point about how Lucemon kind of reflects the different stages of the spirit Digimon, Lucemon being like the children themselves, Lucemon Fall Down mode being like the human spirits, and Lucemon Satan mode being like the beast spirits. And I love this idea of a fallen angel, and I can totally see how the Lucemon Lava, the true form of Lucemon, connects to this form, but like, it's called Satan mode, man. I wanted a badass, evil, huge-ass demon, humanoid South Park Satan looking Fellasmon on all fours Evo, like Lugarmon times 100, and instead we get honestly what should probably be the design for a Gudamon. It serves its purpose fine, and that's why, again,
I mean, he's right.
And it's at number 9. Lucemon Satan mode is like totally okay, it's fine, but in the words of my girl Ariel, I want more. Alright, number 8 is Eismon Scatter mode. Shademon is right there. Eismon to me should be a perfect level, Shademon should be its prevo, and that weird split eyes funhouse mirror looking scatter mode is really fighting to justify its existence, I can't lie. To me, Eismon Scatter mode should have just been it sending off its predecessor Shademon. I cannot believe these two are not connected. Eismon itself is perfectly scary, and I can see its version that it sends out for intel and things like that, needing to look smaller and less creepy, and as I say, it represents to me my frustration at Eismon getting a mode change rather than just being able to digivolve from Shademon. Make that connection happen somehow, Bandai Namco, please. Alright, number 7 is Gaiumon
Bandai, hear us out, please.
Mode. Listen, I like Gaiumon, kinda, but they sort of shot themselves in the foot making it a natural carrier. From what I heard, Gaiumon or Samadramon was an original design for Black War Greymon X, but it was a little bit too different, so they decided to make it its own Digimon and make it a natural carrier of the X antibody. And then during Rearise, they wanted to give him an X antibody form, realized they couldn't, and so gave him a mode change that looks exactly like an X antibody. Compare it to Dark Knightmon X, it's the exact same design school. It's, you know, fine, but it is the most X antibody to ever X antibody. Far too out of the edge for my liking and doesn't even get to be an actual X antibody form. I like Gaiumon, what Does he know about cameras? Gaiomon Ito mode is just like, why are you here, dog? You're like the Minerva.
What was that about? Did anyone else just hear something crazy? Eh.
Minervamon X of mode changes. Minervamon X lovers, don't come for me. Okay, the next one, you knew this was coming. I'm sorry. Also, I feel like I'm on an apology tour for this video. You asked for it though. Number 6 is Omnimon Merciful mode. The form itself is fine.
No, seriously, what? I mean, okay, I guess I can understand that. It hasn't really had anything to really give it any love. It's just Omnimon, but white. Oh, white. Oh. I mean, that's it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the design. Even the moment in Tri is one of the moments in Tri I actually like. All the kids coming together to make this more powerful Omnimon. But I have waited 20 years to see an Omnimon form that actually represents all of the kids, making it go from the Matt and Tai show, which even Adventure itself was guilty of sometimes, not just 2020, to representing all these kids. I'm not saying we need a Megazord, but an Omnimon that can switch arms or something like that would be cool. You know, a Rosemon arm, a Vikemon arm, whatever it may be.
That would be
and instead
cool.
we get white-winged Omnimon. Like I say, there's nothing inherently wrong with Omnimon Merciful mode, but it's kind of like Paladin mode to me. 2 really cool, engaging, exciting moments. The actual evolution and the battle itself are phenomenal, but all of that hype
Just
leading up to someone throwing a
flat.
bucket of white paint over a Digimon is just like, I mean, sure, thanks Digimon. So I tried not to rely on Digicross for either my top 10 or my worst 10, because while they are modes, they're modes in a very different way, you know? I really don't think it's that fair to compare them to conventional mode changes most of the time. However, I just want to take one slot on this video to shout out my absolute least favorite Cross Wars mode change.
Which
the
is?
Death General, a huge big bad in Cross Wars, fuses with the goddamn ultimate showdown of Digimon. Centaurmon, Sagittariumon, Cerberusmon, Crossmon, Thunderbirdmon, and Hippogriffamon. All those incredibly iconic Digimon
That's a callback.
together makes Gravimon go from this to this. His hair's a bit more crazy and he has thunder wings. Wow, a Digimon truly deserving of the moniker Darkness mode. Quaking in my boots, goddamn. Like I say, I don't want to harp too much on Cross Wars mode change.
No, I'm sorry, but that is complete and utter shit. I think we can all agree on that. That was... I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss.
In this video because I do think it deserves its own video, but I know last time people were asking where the Digicrosses were at. I just don't get Darkness mode. It's ass. I'm sorry. Number 4, Duffmon Leopard mode. It goes from stood up to on all fours. Wow. Normally when a Digimon has a mode change, the reference book will talk about, like for sleep mode, how its power needs to be incubated because it's too powerful, or how Imperialdramon Dragon mode liberated all of its power, changing form into the legendary fighter mode. And then Duffmon Leopard mode just says in Leopard mode it has special moves. So it's just like a furry situation, I guess. They both look fine, but honestly I never find myself thinking about Duffmon Leopard mode. I just think about Duffmon. It's like Imperialdramon Dragon mode and fighter mode if it was the most boring change in the world. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy here.
Hey, it's your Hold on, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back. Let's go.
Number 3, the Olympus 12, right? Didn't really talk too much about Junimon Hysteric mode in that video. Yeah, it's because I don't like Junimon Hysteric mode. Junimon itself is really cool. I feel like they put a lot of time and effort into the design. And then her Hysteric mode, which is supposed to be the evil personality sleeping within the innermost depths of her heart, is Snake Arms McGee. The arms just look so goofy. I mean, this is the hysterical dark mode change of Junimon, and I mean, I guess it's hysterical because it's making me laugh. She looks like fucking Huggy Wuggy. I don't have a ton of like lore reasons for this one, and she barely has any outings, but it just looks stupid. And you know, Jupitermon Wrath mode is like fine. I just wish Junimon Hysteric mode was less stupid looking. They even tried to make her look dope in the New Century art, and she looks even more empty and boring. And I like a lot of the New Century art, so that's saying something.
You know, looking at that, it actually gives me vibes of Dark Souls. It's like a Dark Souls boss up in here.
2, Agumon Burst Mode. Is anyone gonna fight me on this one? I can't tell whether everyone loves this or just finds it mid. It is apparently said that some burst modes are incomplete, which is why, you know, Bancho Leomon Burst Mode looks so different to Shine Greymon and Mirage Gaugamon Burst Mode. But even so, for one of the final mode changes we ever saw in Data Squad, Agumon with an intense JoJo aura that can fly How to Train Your Dragon style, it's hardly the most exciting. And listen, I've said it before, but Bancho Leomon Burst Mode is also pretty mid. I actually conceptually like the idea of the rookie getting to Burst Mode. I think it's something they should explore with all the rookies from Data Squad.
Could've
also,
been
while
cool.
they're at it, maybe give an official design to Kentorusmon Burst Mode. Maybe give like the Chessmons Burst Mode, stuff like that. That'd be cool. But I just think they could have gone a little bit further with this, you know? It just looks so goofy. Also, we don't have any official art of it right now. I say, and then immediately the Digimon card game will make a card of it the week this video goes out. I know how you work, Bandai. It's just this long-armed ass Agumon.
Well, hey, let's just hope and pray that your stand time after time doesn't go, well, like, Soyura or something. I haven't watched JoJo.
Alright, number 1. I mean, it's on the thumbnail. So, spoilers for Digimon Survive, I guess. It's been like almost a year, so. And also, it's like a boss. It's not really like a story spoiler. Fang Longmon Ruin Mode. So, in Digimon Survive, they gave Fang Longmon a new mode change. None of the other sovereigns, though. That's a disappointment. They're all kind of acting out in that game. Making him into Ruin Mode. And, you know, initially, I didn't mind this. I think I was in a bit of Survive Defense Mode because I felt like people weren't being kind enough to survive that it deserved. But, man, as time has gone on, I have found this thing so goddamn boring. Thanos.
They literally just took a yellow dragon, covered it in purple paint, and said, yep, here you go, new mode. That's it.
Looking ass. You had the opportunity in this like 2D art game to have to do a bunch of 3D models for the characters, you know, they're all 2D assets in battle and even out of battle a lot of the time, to create this brand new terrifying mode change for Fang Longmon, the 5th of the sovereigns, the Digimon that often all 4 sovereigns digivolve into. And you made him a California raisin. Listen, I've seen worse Digimon, don't get me wrong, but as far as mode changes go, this guy is severely underwhelming. Also, it seems like Fang Longmon himself is kind of a darker Digimon anyway. So his Ruin Mode just being like a recolor, blue flames I guess are cool, doesn't really go far enough for me to go like, oh, this is significantly different from base Fang Longmon. I don't know what they could have done. I mean, retroactively, I think it would have been cool to have something based on the 4 perils. Now that we have those in Pokemon, I actually think they'd be really cool for Digimon. But like a 4 perils plus really evil Fang Longmon would have been a no-brainer to me. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have actually been a really cool concept if they had done that.
Instead, we get Fang Longmon the purple dinosaur. Cool. Well, that's it. My top 10 worst Digimon mode changes in my personal subjective opinion. No top 10 can be objective unless you polled every Digimon fan on the planet, which I'm not about to do. And remember, you asked for this, so don't get mad at me. No, but seriously, this was actually a ton of fun to put together. And you know that I'm always doing these videos from a place of love and laughing. I'm never here to actually, like, really piss on anyone's chips, you know? Let me know in the comments down below your top 10 worst mode changes or just a mode change you really hate. Making this video has made me realize that we definitely need to do like a Cross Wars specific worst Digicross, best Digicross video.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
In the future. Huge shout out to my sovereigns, It's Elementary, ZDK14 and Jmon, plus all these wonderful channel members that you can see on screen right now for supporting this channel with their hard-earned money. Got some more stuff cooking up for April and May that I think you're going to enjoy. We hit 1 million views in 1 month. 8.5 million views overall. Incredible. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye-bye.
And folks, that's where we're going to end up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link will be in the description, and I'll see all you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.